2025 Topps Archives comes out tomorrow, Friday, December 12th, 2025. And with that being said, I got all the information you need to know before buying this release, and that's exactly what we are going to be talking about today. So what is going on, everybody? It is Grip and Rip back here with another video for you guys today. Of course, before we get into the video, let's plug the giveaway as usual. So at 12,000 subscribers, we're giving away hobby packs and a little bit of a Christmas surprise as well in that. All you got to do, be subscribed, like this video, turn on the post notifications for all the content you see on the channel, and last but not least, leave a comment in the comment section down below of your favorite baseball memory of all time. We will announce the winner at 12,000 subscribers, so there is that. And of course, join the Discord down below in the description of this video, and go subscribe to the Grip and Rip Show. The Grip and Rip Show, we went live yesterday on the Grip and Rip Show. Had a great turnout, so thank you guys so much for joining me last night, or I should say yesterday. We will be doing a lot more of those live streams. A lot more of those live streams. We will be doing in the new year, 2026. I cannot wait to reveal more. But for now, that was a little bit of a teaser. We talked all winter meetings and all the news and rumors and things like that. Kind of a disappointing winter meetings. Not even going to lie to you, man. Kind of a disappointing winter meetings. Not a lot happened, at least yet. Not a lot happened. There's still a lot of free agents and a lot of trade rumors going out around there. And today's the last day, so I don't know if they're saving the best for last. But Pete Alonso, now an Oriole. Crazy Pete Alonso, now a Baltimore Oriole. Yeah, didn't put that on my bingo card, but here we are. Anyways, let's get into the video, of course. Before we do anything in the month of December, we always do our daily advent calendar pack. Of course, today is day number 11. So where is day number 11? Day number 11 is right here. Let's see what we get. I think we're probably going to get a standard pack today. Let me guess. Yes, indeed. Yes, we do. We have a standard pack in day number 11. So let's pull this out. Now, I'm pretty sure, as a matter of fact, yeah. So we are officially halfway through. Oh, my fault. Never mind. There is still one more day up here that's not open. There's still one more day. But I'd say we're tomorrow marks halfway, man. Tomorrow marks halfway through the Advent calendar. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So here we go. And before we get into the archive stuff, I do want to talk about some things, other things in the hobby world before we get into that. Pretty interesting day today, Wednesday. I'm recording this on Wednesday. Pretty interesting day today in the hobby. People are pretty upset about Crumb Update, as I expected. Anyways, before I get into that, we have Shota, Grant McCray. We have our Plaid of Nolan Schanuel. We have, nice list, this is a crazy image, Tyler Rogers, who's actually rumored. Well, as a matter of fact, I don't remember which one's which. We did have a Pirate, or we did have a Roger brother who was a Pirate from the Reds, and this has got to be the other one. He was literally traded like 2 hours later to the Cubs, I believe it was. So, yeah, pretty crazy this past year. But look at that. Look at that arm angle. Negative 64-degree arm angle. That's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty crazy. And then the last card here is Cam Smith. Okay. So the first thing I do want to talk about, but just briefly. Two things, as a matter of fact, very briefly. So two things. Number one. Don't know if you guys heard it yet, but we did talk about it yesterday. Just a brief for a smidge. Heritage High Number. No retail. No retail at all for Heritage High Number. Coming out next week. A week from, actually 5 days from today. Comes out next week on the 17th, which actually is 6 days. All these releases are getting messed up in my head. There's so many Topps releases in the month of December. It's crazy to keep track of how many have been out yet. But yeah. There is going to be no retail this year for Heritage High Number. Didn't I predict that was going to happen? Did I not predict that was going to happen at some point in time? I did. Secondly, and I want to briefly talk about this because I'm going to make a video about this and the Heritage thing Saturday and Sunday's video. But man, people are upset today. People are upset today with Crumb Update. Not surprised. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said the autograph checklist is legitimately terrible. Why would you go buy a hobby box? Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. I told you. I told you a long time in advance. This is going to be the case. You could put any debut patch you want in there, by the way. Some company that I will not name pulled 4 of them in one day. Totally legit, by the way. That's another reason people are upset. But we'll talk about that on Saturday, too. I have some crazy statistics for you on that one. But anyways, I'm not buying Chrome Update. I am not buying Chrome Update one bit. I don't care to buy Chrome Update. Chrome Update needs me. I don't need it. So I'll buy my Ashcraft stuff on eBay as it pops up. Other than that, people are legitimately upset that Chrome Update is actually this terrible. Like I said, last year was magical. They struck lightning in a bottle last year with that release. This year, not going to happen. Not going to happen this year. And cards are damaged. Dimples, scratches, dings on the corners, you name it, it's all in this release. Great job, Topps. Great job. Enough of that. We'll talk more about that on Saturday and Sunday's videos. Yeah, man. Let's get into archives. Let's get into archives. Not a lot to say in this one. Hence why the real topic of the video is starting 7 minutes into the video today. Not a lot to talk about in this one. As you may or may not remember, we did talk about this just for a smidge in a video. They took out a lot of formats for archives. Archives, if you remembered last year, had tins, or the lunch boxes, I should say, that gave you, it was basically half of a hobby box in a lunch box. And fat packs, well, those are gone. Those are the way of the dodo bird. Gone, gone, and gone. Not really too happy about that, especially the fat pack one. The fat packs, if you remember, because archives actually came out in January for 2024, if you remember that. If you don't recall, there were gold foil cards in the fat packs, which I thought really cool, especially being a Pirates fan. They looked really, really cool in the gold foil design. Well, gone. There are even no gold foils. There are no good gold foils at all. I looked at the odds. There is no gold foils at all in this release, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, we have 2 formats. We have 2 formats of archives. We have the Blaster Box and the Hobby Box. That is it. That is it for archives. Pretty crazy. They took out 2 formats, which I am genuinely... Are the odds? I believe the odds are up. I'm going to look at the odds right now because I'm curious. I am genuinely curious if, since there are 2 formats missing now, I wonder if that makes the Blaster Box really good for autographs. So we're going to look it up right now. If I could find the odds, which I think they're out. They got to be out because that's how I broke the news. Let's see. Topps, archives. It should bring me to Topps.com. Are the odds on Topps.com? Download odds. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Now, if I could find the odds, that would be... If I could see the autographs, that would be great. So, let's see here. Foil boards, printing plates, foil board fractors, gold foil boards. Those aren't the same ones I was talking about, though. Different one. Autographs. Here we go. So here are the autograph odds. So Hobby Box, and you got to realize these are by years, by the way. So let's see here. Autograph 1956. Oh gosh. I might take back what I said earlier about Blaster Box being good for autographs. So it's 1 in every 664 packs for a 1956 autograph. Obviously, that is just one of the subsets in this release. Fan favorite autograph 1967 is 1 in 600. Not much better. And fan favorite 1984 autographs, they are 1 in 566. A little bit better. Let's see here. Fan favorite autograph 2011, we got 1 in 542. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These are bad, man. Okay, well, take back whatever I just said about autographs being potentially good, because it seems like that's not the case. Autographs are basically impossible to pull. It's about 1 in every, I don't know, let's pull up a calculator. Pull up a calculator. I'll do that in a little bit. But anyways, let's get to the formats first. We'll start with the Blaster Box. The Blaster Box, going to be $25. Steel City has them for $30. Lunacy, crazy. $25 is your standard price, and you should only be paying $25 for these. But anyways, you get 7 packs a box, which, by the way, makes those odds about 1 in every 100 blasters, basically, for an autograph. Crazy. 8 cards a pack. That is 56 total cards, I believe. I failed math class. I don't know. And look for 3 insert cards and 4 base card black foil board parallels, which are the same as last year, which those black foil board parallels are actually already out in the wild. If you remember, the Costco box, which gives you 5 packs of archives, I believe it is, and 7 packs of Series 2 or whatever it is. I don't remember the exact numbers, but those packs in those Costco boxes are from Blaster boxes. So the black foil boards you may have already seen circulate eBay a little bit. That's what those are. Again, very hesitant to buy those, obviously. If you buy those black foil boards on eBay, be very cautious of course, the corners and the edges of the cards, obviously. Don't really need to specify why. Obviously, black border cards always end up chipped, basically. A lot of them end up chipped. It's very hard to get them good condition. So if you are buying them online, just be very, very careful. Make sure you look at all the edges and the corners. Make sure you get a decent looking card before you buy one of those. Blaster boxes don't seem too bad. They don't seem too bad unless you want to pull an autograph. Unless you want to pull an autograph, then I got terrible luck for you. I got terrible news for you. Not going to be the way to go. Not going to be the way to go at all if you want to end up getting an Archives autograph out of a Blaster box. So, Blaster boxes, I feel like a lot of people are just going to gravitate towards these. The autograph checklist, we didn't get to it in this video in depth, which, I mean, it's okay, but the autograph checklist is a lot of, like, fan favorites of years past, which is all fine and dandy. Obviously that's what this is all about. But is it worth buying a hobby box over? Which hobby boxes are going to be about $150. Give or take about $150. Steel City is charging $200 right now on their website. Don't go and do that. That is way overpriced. But anyways, hobby boxes are 24 packs a box, 8 cards a pack, your standard 196 total cards. That's the number they try to typically go for. Look for 2 autographs, 12 inserts, and 8 exclusive pink base foil boards per box on average. So, like last year, the pinks also return in the hobby boxes. Now, remember, back in the day, the yellow or the gold foil boards in the fat packs and the purples in the lunch boxes seemingly are gone. They're just gone like the way of the dodo bird, nowhere to be seen. So those are just seemingly gone and never to probably be seen again. So that is the formats. Those are the 2 formats for Archives. You have 2 this year. I thought maybe since they took a couple formats out that parallels and autographs, parallels might be a little easier in the retail. But honestly, how am I going to buy this release? I'm just going Blaster Box. I'm just going Blaster Box for this one. eBay, obviously looking for my Pirates autographs, parallels, whatever. That's how I'm going to buy this release. That is honestly how I've been buying a lot of releases as of late. I just go right to eBay. I don't even care to buy boxes. because they take out a little word we like to call value, keyword value. They have been taking out value out of the boxes, and it's just really not that valuable anymore to buy hobby or even retail. Retail, they are diminishing retail very badly. So I'll be buying a Blaster box or two, no more than two, just probably one. If I get to, call it a blessing, because I just typically don't buy more than one nowadays, because that's how bad the releases are. But here's the thing, man. Heritage comes out next week in hobby form only, which I'm probably not buying that. But Bowman Draft, a little bit news on that. Bowman Draft actually got delayed again to pre-orders, I believe, the 23rd. So, yeah, that means that's not coming out until January 23rd at the earliest. So, there we go again. And Stadium Club, I truthfully don't know what's going on with Stadium Club. Stadium Club has got delayed so many times now. It's probably going to come out after Series 1 at this point. I'm starting to think that's going to happen. I am starting to think that it's going to be coming out after Series 1, like how Heritage High Number did last year with Series 1. I think we're going to see a similar thing happen this year again, but with Stadium Club this time around. So, yeah, just a weird time to be a Topps collector, man. Very weird time to be a Topps collector. I don't know, man. How are you going to be buying this release? Let me know in the comments. How are you guys going to be buying this release? Obviously, come back again tomorrow. Tomorrow, top 10 most valuable. And then next week, I don't even think we have a checklist yet for Heritage High Number. We could have a checklist. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure there's no checklist yet. But anyways, a lot to discuss. Anyways, so we're going to be opening here a slab tin and a holiday pack in this video. So before I do that, let me talk about the sponsors of today's video. First, Smackin' and SeatGeek. Links down below to both brands. Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, 10% off your entire purchase. Link down below. SeatGeek.com, the official ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball. $20 off your first purchase only on SeatGeek.com with my promo code GRIPANDRIP, all one word at checkout. And we will see you at your next event. Save the date, January 24th, PNC partner David L. Lawrence Convention Center. I keep on forgetting that they don't do it at the stadium anymore. Pirates Fest. Pirates Fest, I will be there. It's from 10 to 4. I saw a lot of you guys there last year. I expect to see a lot of you there this year, man. Hope to see a lot of you there again this year. It was a fun time last year. I'm not going to say it was great. Obviously, vibes were not great at all. But I hope to see a lot of you there. And I cannot get the wrapper off this tin. It is insane. It is actually insane how tight they wrap these things. Honestly, not terrible, obviously, because people like to steal and whatever, but they wrap these cellophane wrappers pretty tight. So we'll get to the pack first, because I don't really know. I mean, we can pull a hit. We haven't pulled a hit out of this box yet, so there is a chance that we can pull a hit out of this box. So we'll see. Maybe Chrome, maybe Relic, we'll see. Either way, I've had fun opening Holiday this year. Holiday every year is a fun rip. It is. I cannot wait till the NFL one next year. The NFL Holiday is absolutely going to be happening, so we'll be opening that, obviously, next year as well. So we'll see. Let's see here what we got. So we have Luis Castillo, Angel Martinez, Josh Young. We have Jose Altuve. We have here a Darren Baker. We have Riley Green. We have Will Wagner, Vinny Pasquantino, Jaron Duran, and this is a pretty cool one. I thought this was J-Rod, but it's not. But a color match nonetheless of Ryan Bliss. Looks very much like J-Rod at first. Ryan Bliss, kind of a color match, kind of a color match, not quite, but close enough. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like seeing those color match-esque cards. And here we go to the tin. Now, if I recall, I believe ornaments are 1 and 3, which there are 3 tins in a sleeve of tins. So there should, if my math is correct, at least if the odds were like last year's, I don't know what they are this year. They could be different for all I know. we should get an ornament in here. We should. I don't know that for certain, but we should. We should. Let's see here. Let's see. Here we go. Is there an ornament here? I don't know. I don't see one. So maybe my math was completely off. Or the odds have changed. I don't know. Maybe the odds very well could have changed. Actually, I think we do have an ornament in there, actually. There is something in there. I don't know if you can see it. There is a die-cut card in there of some kind. So actually, maybe they just put the ornament in the inside the thing, which I don't know how they could do that because they look like this. Maybe they're different. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe they are exclusive tins that are exclusive ornaments. I don't know. But there is something in there. It's like a die-cut card. I can see it poking out. Maybe it's a different one. It could be. It could be. I think there are different designs of ornaments, so it could be a different one. So we'll see. We have Jarren Duran. I'll go through the base pretty quickly here. Griffin Conine, Logan Gilbert, Ballesteros. There's Drake Baldwin, Brenton Doyle. We have Cam Smith, Jackson Jobe, Bo Bichette, Dansby Swanson, Elliot Ramos, Tristan Casas. There's Ryan Bliss again. He looks exactly like J-Rod. If you look at him from afar, you wouldn't be able to tell a difference between the two, if I'm being honest. Adele Amador, Jacob deGrom, Yordan Alvarez, Dylan Cruz, Clayton Kershaw. We have Kyle Tucker. We have Jackson Chorio. We have Wyatt Langford. We have Big Christmas. We have Kumar Rocker. We have Reese Hines. We have Mason Wynn. And yeah, so we do end up getting an ornament, as I predicted. And it's a good one. Hiroki Sasaki. And as you can tell, we're going to do a little bit of a size comparison here. Here is the tin ornament, and here is the box ornament. As you can see, you can see the size difference. As you can see the size difference. So yes, there are exclusive ornaments in the tins. They're not the same shape. So pretty cool. Hiroki Sasaki ornament. Pretty cool. I'm not going to put that on the tree, I don't think. Rookie cards, I don't just put those on the tree. Maybe we will, I don't know. Anyways, here we go with the golds. Byron Buxton, gold. Matt Olson, gold. Orelvis Martinez, gold. And Framber Valdez, gold. Framber Valdez, free agent. Very curious to see where he'll end up. Here we go to the Blues. The Blues, we got here a Jackson Merrill blue. And here we got a Will Warren blue. So pretty cool Will Warren blue color match there. And our short print is going to be none other than Elly De La Cruz. Short print with the lights, as you can see sliding there on his neck. There are a string of lights. Tinsel lights. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We have done really well, I will tell you. We have done really well with the short prints. We have done really well with the short prints. We pulled a... Oh, who was it? Was it Mike Trout? No, we pulled an Aaron Judge short print. We pulled that short print. We pulled a Trout blue metallic. Yeah, we've had some pretty solid luck with Holiday this year, man. Tatis Jr., Colton Cowser, O'Neal Cruz, who, by the way, Tatis Jr. actually might be getting traded, believe it or not. Pretty crazy. Zach Gallen, who was a Cub for about 5 minutes. Francisco Lindor, Zach Neto, Walker Buehler, Brooks Lee, Austin Hayes, Thomas J.C., William Contreras, Marcus Semien, Hassan Kim, the rookie, Nolan Arenado, Trey Sweeney, Anthony Santander, Adley Rutschman, Paul Skeens. Always have to say it when I say Paul Skeens. Brent Rooker. We have here a Ben Rice. Taylor Ward that always looks like a short print but is not. Zebby Matthews. Chris Bryant. Corey Seager, who could end up being traded off the Rangers, which is crazy. That's crazy. Zach DeZenzo. And Geraldo Perdomo. So pretty cool, man. I love these tins. These tins are actually really good this year. Really good. All it took was a couple exclusives and a cardboard sleeve, and the tins now are one of my favorite things to open. C-Tops, just a simple couple changes you could make with other formats to make them really good. Take that and make a note of it. Seriously, make a note of it. Series 1 tins. I imagine Series 1 tins are coming out. We'll find out soon. But until then, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for today in this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Let me know what you think about all this stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.